It's December 27th, and I hope you and your family had an amazing Christmas. This is the Tesla update before we end the year. Today was another nasty day, and Tesla's down 11.41%. I did pick up some shares for my daughter, and I mean, she has the whole entire future ahead of her. She can definitely weather this storm for the next 10 to 15, 20, 30 years. But in the short term, if we're trading this and then trading puts or calls, like what are we doing here? So in terms of puts and shorting, I mean, yeah, there are definitely systems out there that are shorting this market for Tesla, and we have this moving average, major moving average at 87.24. Okay, so that means that there's a potential flush through 100 and then a bounce at around 87. Okay, and then back above 100. Where if that happens, then we got a very extended position of the shares of Tesla away from the 6-month moving average. Now I've talked about this wolf wave. This wolf wave is quite an amazing indicator to use, not only for like just 1 to 3 minutes, but for pretty much any time frame, as long as you have the right conditions. And here, I guess the right conditions were met with that squeeze, and we're in the first cycle pretty much on that sell-off. So December is probably going to end up pretty nasty for Tesla. And then on the monthly, like I talked about in my other videos, to start dollar cost averaging, for instance, I'm in positions at a 108. So if this thing dips down to 87, my plan is to wait for the next candlestick. Obviously 87 is a great opportunity, right? But that's the level where it's a make or break, because if it doesn't hold that, then this bearish wolf target at $9 is legit. Okay, it becomes more and more palpable. So 87 is the level where I think it would bounce, and confirmation to start dollar cost averaging into the positions that are drawing currently, well, that will draw down once it reaches 87, would be to see this data point here turn from red to green. So it's not going to turn green this month in December. It's going to turn green probably, I mean, if it had a chance, if it has any chance, it'll start to turn green in January and then into February. So the month of January, if this starts to go 3 or 4 or 5% and it ends the month January green, then that means that there's a high, the trend is buckled and it's starting to mean revert back to 200. And 200 is actually a pretty long ways away. It's actually almost like 100%. So I wouldn't be too hopeful on a 100% recovery within a month. I would say an impregnating candle, which would mean 135, a 35% bounce in the first month of January is something that may happen. Okay, if there is some sort of, if December comes in pretty nasty and retests that 87 level, then you probably want to wait till the end of December and then see how it opens in January for a bounce back to at least a third of the candlestick of December's monthly candlestick. On the weekly time frame, obviously we're still extended. It got extended here and kept on. It actually kind of consolidated before the next leg down. That could happen again. So I mean, in the last week of December, it could consolidate back to 120, possibly. I don't know. It might just flag here flat and stay at 115. And then on the daily, it does look like it's really extended from that 6-day moving average. Yeah, but man, it's 15%. So a bounce could definitely occur anytime between now and Friday. But when I look at the monthly and you want to do some dollar cost averaging for the long term, I would wait till this monthly candle turns green in January or February. Okay, so path of least resistance is obviously lower, but we're getting pretty close to another major moving average level at 87. If it doesn't hold there in January, then earnings, I think earnings for Tesla comes out the first week of January. So if that doesn't pay out, then it drops all the way down to 41 bucks. Okay, so we could definitely see another 25% drop after earnings, and then continued selling pressure all the way down to 40. And then, like I said, there's a monthly wolf wave target to 4 bucks. All right, thank you very much, and stay safe.